What is going on, YouTube? Back to you with another video with a switch up in scenery. Currently in my backyard, just chilling out here. Quite literally chilling because it is freezing and dying cold as hell in Florida right now. Now I know with some places it is a lot colder than here, but ever since this freaking snowstorm up north hit and everything everywhere got cold, it is 56 degrees in Florida right now, which at least in my area of Florida, it is 56 degrees. There are some areas that it's a lot colder, but it is cold here. I don't care what anybody says. It is pretty freaking cold here, but change of scenery. It's just me by myself filming today, so it's been a while since I've actually filmed like this for you guys. Feels weird kind of doing it, but at the same time, kind of nice because it's one-on-one time with my quality viewers. But back to you with, as you guys probably see from the title, another snake feeding video. It's gonna be a chill video. Last two videos did some cool things. Got one of my friends, Cameron, obviously. If you guys haven't seen the videos, please go watch the two previous videos with me and my friend Cameron in my snake room or my reptile room, feeding the snakes, hand feeding the snakes for his very first time. But first videos, feeding all the snakes, hand feeding Buns, my huge 6-foot ball, or I said ball python, dude, I can't talk today. 6-foot boa. And then the second video came out to be him hand feeding the monitor lizards, which turned out really cool because we fed them chicks. So that was really cool. But simple easy video today. It's just gonna be feeding the snakes. Just want to get something out for you guys, while in the meantime working on another video that I want to do, which hopefully should be coming out within, I don't want to say the next week because I feel like waiting a whole entire week is long, but I want to probably say within the next 4-5 days. Yeah, hold on, so hopefully in the next 4 to 5 days, yeah, because I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna have time to actually do this video and film it and all that, and just it'd be a really cool video to do for you guys. But we got some hungry snakes that we need to feed, so I'm gonna quit talking and see you guys right in the reptile room. Now that we're back in here in the reptile room, where it is nice and freaking warm and toasty, it feels so nice being in here. I like the cold until it gets too cold for me, but all the animals in here are doing amazing. It's the usual, everybody's doing awesome, and just staying warm in here. This reptile room's fully insulated, so it's very nice and warm. Very easy to control the temperature and everything, so every single animal, even when it's nighttime and all the lights are off, it is still really warm in here. This is a fully insulated room. The whole entire ceiling is insulated. All of these walls that you see are insulated except for this back wall because it is a concrete, it's a cemented wall. So obviously, no, yeah, that's not insulated. I don't know why I was thinking about it being, but it's not. But everything else is insulated, so heat traps in here very easily and stays in here very nicely for these animals, which is perfect because they are cold-blooded. Reptiles are cold-blooded, so they rely specifically on their outside temperature, their outside environment, in order to get heat and what they need, which is called exothermic animals. They rely on outside environments in order for them to regulate their temperature. They can't regulate their temperature internally, being endothermic, which is what we as humans are, and a lot of warm-blooded mammals and all that. They can control their body temperature by themselves on their own naturally, being endothermic, while these reptiles are exothermic, relying on outside environment, hence why heat lamps. But we're gonna start feeding the snakes. Got actually a bunch of rats right here for you guys, all fully unthawed. We start off with ball pythons and just work our way around. Just enjoy feeding the animals today. It's a very chill, easy video. Just record something nice for you guys, basically. So first one we're feeding is, of course, my boy Ghost, my OG of the crew. One of the two animals, or one of the OG four, I should say, but unfortunately, two of them passed. So Ghost is one of the two of the OGs that I've had for a very long time. Ghost is about to be 8. Hi, bud. I know you're hungry. Gonna get it? Gonna get it? Oh, he sees it. Oh, he smells it. You won't get the rat, buddy. Come on now. We're being shy? We're being shy. There's no way we're being shy. Bud. Bud. Wow, we're being shy. Hold on. Let me just place these up here. Put this out for you all. Oh, now you want it. There. I actually have it on a stand. Come on. You being shy? It is like, again, it is getting very, very cold in Florida. So these animals are very much getting thrown off because, believe it or not, fun fact about reptiles is that they go into their state of hibernation too, called brumating or brumation. So when cold snaps hit and a lot of these temperatures drop drastically, it causes them to go into what is known as brumation, where they will hibernate. But really cool thing is that this is actually a lot of the time when reptiles, especially snakes, will start breeding, because the cold temperature, the temperature drop or temperature spike is what causes them to, their breeding hormones to go up, so that when they're in brumation, that those eggs can become fertile and they can fertilize over time. No? You don't want it? So he's probably not going to take it, which is unfortunate, but it's nothing to my surprise. So I'm going to leave this medium rat right here for Ghost on top of his hide. Hopefully he comes back to it later. If not, oh well, not the end of the world. And right below Ghost, we have Shinji, my hypo banana ball python, who I know is never afraid to eat, because why would he? There we go. Put him right in there. And I actually, in the meantime, needed to re-add a lock onto Shinji's enclosure because he actually learned how to open up the door on his own. Surprising, huh? A snake, an animal that has no limbs, being able to learn how to open up a sliding door. And he learned it by pushing his whole body weight onto this glass and then just squirming on the opposite side that the glass door that he's pushing on turns, and it just slides it open just barely enough to get his head in. All snakes need to squirm through something is enough size to where they can fit their head in, and their whole body will push it through because of how strong and muscular they are. So we needed to add a lock on there for Mr. Houdini himself so he can't escape. And then of course we have my boy Arbok. Ooh, hi! My false water cobra. He is a hypo blonde, which gives him a beautiful coloration trait of a gold pattern. It makes him look like he's all gold. I'm actually gonna set up a camera for you guys just so that you can see how beautiful he is. And I'm actually gonna take him out for you. All right, guys, let's see if I can do this without getting bit. So for those of you who don't know, false water cobras have a very high feeding response. So this isn't him acting aggressive like he's trying to kill me. This is the simple fact that he can smell food. He knows that it's feeding time and he is very much hungry. So he wants to get some food. This is very typical for a lot of colubrids, not just false water cobras, but I also have another snake who acts just like this. That's very typical for them, which is Dingo, my beautiful yellow-tailed Crebo that you guys will be able to see me feed later in this video. But right now, he's kind of just, I'm waiting for him to come up to the side where he cracks his whole body on this corner so I can just pick him up. But right now, he is not wanting to do that. So we're just going to have to grab him. Come here. Come here. I keep falling off the stupid step stool. There we go. And voila, we caught myself a false water cobra. super cool. This is Arbok, my beautiful false water cobra. You're probably thinking, whoa, if it's a cobra, why are you holding him like that? He's gonna kill you if he bites you. This isn't a true cobra. So, first and foremost, yes, there is such thing as cobras that do have a venom that have 100% fatality rate if you get bit by them and you don't get it treated immediately. But Arbok here, he is a snake that has what you call mild venom. He's a mildly venomous, basically is what they're called. So he does have a venom, but it only really affects you if you are allergic to venom. And even then, it depends on how allergic you are. And now y'all are probably wondering, well, if he's allergic, how do I know if I'm allergic to venom or not? Because I don't want to get bit. I don't want to have a bad, experience with this animal. Well, if you're allergic to bee stings, ant bites, stuff like that, believe it or not, venom is carried in those bee stings, hornet stings, ant bites, all of that. That's why the after effect hurts so much with irritation, soreness. There might be swelling around the sting or the bite area. So if you're allergic to stuff like that and have those reactions, then you are more than definitely allergic to venom in general, such as snake and or lizard venom. But it really comes down to how allergic you are. I've known some people who have a little bit of the extra itchiness to it, all the way up to knowing family members that break up in hives full on if they were to get bit by these animals. Thankfully, I'm not allergic to venom, so I have nothing to worry about if he were to bite me other than it being a little bit sore. But obviously, this is, by the way, the same snake, the same exact snake who was trying to bite me. Now he's just chilling on me. Like, look at this, guys. This is honestly... Hi, handsome boy. This makes me happy. Like, for those of you who say snakes are so dangerous, they're scary and all that, bro's literally chilling on my face. He's hugging me. He is straight up hugging me. But they got the name water cobra because they are semi-aquatic species. And the cobra name comes from the fact that they can spread out the first couple of ribs from the below their skull, making it create a hood just like a cobra. Now the false part comes from the fact that they are not what you call a true cobra. So cobras come from family of what are called Elapidae. This guy here, false water cobras, Arbok here, comes from a different family of snakes called colubrids, which you might have heard me say earlier when I was trying to grab Mr. Arbok. So he is not a true cobra, but he does know how to act like one when he needs to out in the wild, if he were to be out in the wild. But I just want to show you guys how big he is getting. He is definitely getting some more size. I have him on wean rats right now. Hopefully soon I can get him to medium, maybe within the next month or two. But right now I'm just enjoying my time with him. I absolutely love this snake. We're going to go feed him because I know this guy here is very much hungry. We gonna grab a nice and delicious rat for him. This is gonna be a nice delicious rat. Delicious rat. Are you hungry? I know you're hungry. Let's see if we can. Arbok. Come on. He smells it. Sorry you guys can't see him right now. There you go, you might be able to see him. Oh yeah, now he's got it. Come on. Get the rat. There we go. Voila. Tagged, locked, and secured. This right here is Mystique, my red-tailed boa. Venom, relax, bud. You'll get food too. Which, I know she's hungry. She always has an amazing feeding response. Bam! Would you look at that? The red-tailed boa from Colombia. Getting the name red-tailed boa because of the fact they got that beautiful, vibrant red tail. Now we're off to my beautiful, biggest reptile I currently have. My red-tailed boa, Miss Buns, who is actually very opaque right now, meaning she's about to go into shed. So that's probably why she wasn't reacting the way she was when I was trying to get her to come out for food. But nonetheless, she is an animal that I still need to feed and take care of course. Absolutely love this snake. But even though she is not venomous, she is no joke of a snake. She is, as you guys can see on camera, she is very big. She has a very strong bite coming from someone who has always hand fed her until obviously other than today because she's opaque and she might miss and I don't want to get bit. She has a very strong bite. Even when using tongs, I'm going to feel it. The strength if she takes this rat. I don't know exactly if she's going to take it because she is, like, again, have opaque eyes, making me aware that she is in shed. Fun fact about reptiles, especially with snakes, is that when I say opaque eyes, you might be wondering, what does that mean? Opaque eyes means that they have very dull colored eyes. When reptiles shed, when snakes shed, they shed their whole entire body, including their eyes, because they actually have a skin layer over it. The first layer on their eyes is skin. And so when they shed their whole body, they actually shed that first layer, the epidermal layer of skin, I believe is what it's called, making it that opaque coloration, that bluish white hue to it, almost like fogginess to them. When they're in opaqueness, when their eyes are fully blue like that, these snakes, their vision is completely impaired. All they can see is like pushed together shadows and just sizes, basically. They can barely see. They're practically deaf. Or not deaf. They're practically blind. Holy crap, I can't talk. But when they shed, that layer of skin will come off by using their body oils to get that old skin off, and they'll be good as new. Now, looking, I can also see too, her skin right here is very, very shiny, very, very whitish gray color. Not just her eyes, but it's her whole body. That's why when reptiles shed, her whole body goes into this opaque dullness because of the fact that it's them using their body oils, their natural body oils that their body secretes, just like humans, to lift up that old layer to get that skin off. And that's how these guys shed. So she's actually kind of looking at this rat like she wants it, like she can smell it. She definitely can. Hopefully she takes it. It'd be a massive score if she does. If she doesn't, like, again, it's not the end of the world. Ironically enough, she's not the only snake that's in shed right now. Dingo, who will be the next snake you guys see, is also going in shed. So I'm going to move, ow, just smack my head, why don't you? I'm going to move her up here on her top shelf, which she does actually climb up to with her light and her heat. I'm going to put her right up here in the meantime, so then I can put her hide right back in here. And she does like to go in this hide a lot, I've noticed, when she goes in shed. So I'm going to take this rat, kind of put it right here in front of her hide when she does end up coming down, so that when she does go from up here climbing down, she smells it, hopefully eats it. If not, like, again, no big deal. But to show you guys what I'm talking about by the opaque eyes, if you look very closely to her eyes, they're like this whitish gray, like a blue hue almost. And it's hard to see with her body because it's now in the light, but it's still a very dull color compared to what it usually is. And that's how you know that your snake is in shed. Finish off the video, we're gonna be feeding my boy Dingo, who has been upgraded to hopefully a bigger size, well, I believe it's a bigger size food item for him, which is like a fuzzy rat. So Dingo is a yellow-tailed Crebo. He is a Cluribrid, coming from the same family of Arbok, the false water cobra I showed you guys that I just talked to you about. And this is the other snake species that is very, very known for having a heavy feeding response. Now, a cool thing, a fun fact about snakes is that their feeding response, yes, comes from the snake itself and just them picking up the scents, but it also can be determined in the fact of their species, or not species, but their family, because of the way they hunt. So we'll watch him chase this. Come on, bud. You got it. There we go. Look at that. Bam. You gotta get out of your water. So, cool thing with what I just said is that with colubrids and elapids, they do not have heat pits. They don't have these heat pits, these holes in the front of their face that gives them the ability to lock onto thermal heat. So with colubrids and elapids, they rely very much on visual. And with that, they hunt through eyesight. Yes, they use their tongue to pick up that scent, but that's the first initiation of them finding food. A lot of it is determined, a lot of the hunt, a lot of the chase for these guys, for colubrids, for elapids, is determined by their eyesight and the motion they pick up on it. And so with that, that shows you that that's why they're such a twitchy, such a fast reaction animal, because of the fact that their eyesight is what they rely on to hunt. While stuff like boas, so you have the constrictors, you have the boidae, the constrictors, so you have boas, pythons, and even your venomous, such as your viperidae, which is the heat pit vipers, or pit vipers is what they're called. They have these holes in the front of their face that are heat pits that lock onto thermal heat that leaves the body naturally, because what these guys usually eat are warm-blooded animals, animals that have the endothermic ability to naturally sustain their own body temperature through heat regulation. But when heat is regulated, it is also released, which is what boas and vipers pick up on in order to lock onto their food. And when they rely on locking onto thermal heat that the body leaves, they are more of an ambush predator, because they can wait for the food to come to them and have 100% success for the most part on a striking rate of hitting and tagging and grabbing their animal. So, fun little fact about that, while you guys get to see Mr. Dingo here down his food. And that's going to be the rest of today's video, guys. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 700 subscribers. We are only 31 away. So please, let's try to hit there soon as possible. We still got that running goal of trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. But I thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, share the video so this channel really can start getting out there. Please comment down below what you guys thought of the video. What was your favorite snake that you got to see in this video? And what is a cool video idea that you guys would like to see in one of my videos? I know I have a couple things. I got a couple more people I'm going to be putting into this channel that you guys get to see, do some cool interactions with these animals. I know I have some cool reptile enclosure upgrades that I need to do. My Amazon tree boa clover that you guys didn't see because I'm going to just feed her off camera, because I'm wanting to try do everything in my power to build another enclosure for clovers. That's going to be our permanent home, because Toothless is going to be getting another upgrade, which will be another video. So like I told you guys, there's going to be some serious cool videos. Hopefully that video that you will see with the enclosure upgrade will be in 4 to 5 days. If not, I'll have some sort of cool other video out for you guys. And honestly, I hope you guys are enjoying this channel. For the people who have been watching my channel for a while and have been subscribed for a while, what ideas do you guys have for me? I'm just really pushing content, it's going to be, I know it's a lot of typical, just feeding the snakes, feeding the monitor lizards, it's very repetitive. That's why I haven't been posting as much content lately, because I just feel like as much as you guys like it, it still feels very weird for me to just keep posting, because it's just very repetitive to me, and I just don't want you guys to get bored of it. But if you guys want to support me directly into helping taking care of these animals, I am part of an amazing clothing line that basically represents doing everything 100%, giving everything 100%. If there's something you love in life, do it 100%. So if you guys want to support me directly, I'm going to try and put the link into the description of this video so you guys can click on it and check them out. But go check out TTD. Their clothes, I'm wearing what is called their 3/4 sweats. They're absolutely clean. They have them out right now. Go check them out. It's absolutely awesome. I love them. Go check out my Instagram, same as my YouTube, Nile Ninja, if you guys want to see daily content with me on that, because I do usually post daily on my stories or do daily posts on my Instagram channel. But I thank you guys for watching. Go check out TTD, and if you are getting anything, code Nile Ninja, same exact as my YouTube, for 10% off your whole order, and that's how you'll be supporting me. But if you guys really want to support me, just hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, please. We're so close to 700. I just want to get there. And I thank you guys for watching. And I shall see you guys on the next video.